it's this balance that people try to find that is so elusive. It's so hard to figure out how much to watch. How much of this political process do I pay attention to?
Well, that's the big technological challenge.
Yes.
You know, I mean, we thought, when I was a kid, we thought, oh my God, you know, kids are sitting in front of the television 4 hours a night. It's like, well, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, right.
You know,
now it's all day long.
No kidding.
With their phones all day long.
Yeah, and the phones are so much more powerful than television that they're, well, it's like a typewriter compared to a computer.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, it's, well, and it's so we don't know how to adjust to that psychologically, but it's even worse than that, because as soon as you adjust to the degree that you do, the technology changes on you.
Right.
So
it becomes more immersive.
Sure.
And it's always leading in that direction.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a real, I mean, you know, I see this especially with parents who have teenage kids. It's like they know the phones aren't, you know, I've been talking to some teenagers lately about you know, maybe these are kids that are getting bullied on social media. It's like, I think, well, when I was 14, you know, it's kind of a rough time of life, and you go to school and you've got your friends and you've got your enemies, and then you come home and your friends aren't there and neither are your enemies.
Right.
Right? You're outside. There's an outside of that.
Yeah.
But now on social media, there's no outside. You know, and the one kid I was talking to had moved schools and is doing quite well in the new one. But the people from the person's old school are still after them on social media. So, you know, and you think, well, just don't use your phone. It's like, yeah. You tell that to your teenager. You try not using your phone for a whole day.
Yeah.
You think, well, the teenager's going to be able to manage the phone. It's like, no, they're not. You can't manage the phone. Nobody can manage the phone.
Well, it's not just teenagers. My middle daughter is 10 years old, and all of her friends have phones.
Yep.
All of them.
Yep.
There's like 2 of her friends that don't have phones.
Yep.
And they come over the house, and we have a rule at our house, you can't use a phone. Like, once you get inside the house, there's no phone. So their friends come over the house, they want to like constantly be on their phone, and we say, like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, and they look at you like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, this is my life.
Yeah.
My life is my phone. They want to make Twitter posts and Instagram, and they want to do Facebook, and they want to Snapchat with each other with bunny ears on, and these kids are just doing this all day long.
Well, and they are mastering the technology.
Yes.
That's the other thing. It's not surprising that they're trying to adapt to it. But
it's happening at a really early age.
Yeah.
Because if you're giving your kid a phone, you're not putting any parental filters on it. You're allowing that kid to have full access to Google and the World Wide Web. And